Turn to your right side and then automatically flip right onto your belly today. I think the nicest position is to stack the fists or the hands and rest your upper body so you're not thinking at all about your upper body. You also could, some of you might like bringing your hands underneath your hips or your arms underneath your hips. Just I'm going to have you do figure eights on the belly, and sometimes that's just hard on the front of the hip. So if you need that, take it. You could also do what I'm doing is I'm coming into a low cobra. I'm just up on my forearms, keeping my upper back body a little bit elevated, but that might feel hard on your lower back. Lift your legs up, separate them, do your figure eights. Ideally, independently. If it's two legs doing the same figure eight, just change the direction. And rest. Bend both of your knees. Windshield wiper your legs side to side. Good. Relax your left leg, reach back, grab your right foot rather. Now, if this is hard to do on your belly, flip to your left side and take a thigh stretch on your side body. That's a little more accessible. On the belly is a little more challenging. You're drawing your foot towards your outer hip. You're pressing the front of your hips down. You're turning your right thigh in a little bit of an internal rotation, which may make your foot go a little bit out to the side. Keep pressing the front of your hips down. I find lengthening the tailbone helps me open up the quad more efficiently, but that may not be the case for you. Deep breaths. I mean, some of you may lift your chest up a little bit to create a deeper back bend. If that's something that you like, you can do that. You can add it in here. If you're getting a lot of stretching sensation as it is, just hold the pose. And release. As you're ready, bend your left knee in. Reach back. Remember, you can turn to your side to hold the pose a little freer. Otherwise, you're on your belly. The heel is moving towards the outer hip if you can. The thigh is turning in if you can. These are just little ideas and nuances. Press your front of your hips down. Lengthen your tailbone. You can always add a back bend, lifting up if that feels good. For most of us, it's going to be nice just to stay down. Deep breaths. I'm going to give two versions for the next pose before we start the more flowy aspect of practice. We're going to do two things on the way. Release, come into Sphinx pose. Roll your shoulders back, even though we've done a lot of core. This is a back bend to stretch out the abs from what we did earlier. You could also separate your hands and come into seal pose to stretch out your abs. So in these two poses, you might think of relaxing your abs today as you draw your chest forward. Those of you who want a little more core work, instead of that, tuck your toes under, come into a forearm plank. Good, Lori. Nice, Julie. And it may feel counterintuitive to relax your abs in the back bend, but the more you relax the abs and let them stretch, the more the back can go into extension. So when I pull my abs back, it's going to take me out of extension. As long as your back feels safe, it can feel a little compression in the lower back. It just shouldn't feel like it's hurting or pinching. mean, you're going to feel, if you're in a deep back bend, you're going to feel some sensation there. Good. Come back down, everybody. And then these are the two options. Option A might feel like a little more on your knees. So option B is to come into child's pose, take your right arm underneath your chest, and take your shoulders stretched from child's pose. You can bring a block in either position underneath the head, so your head doesn't have to go all the way down. This variation might feel a little freer because you've got more space. Right arm threads through. So either child's pose, that's it, Marietta, or from hands and knees. The opposite arm can reach forward, and you can even find a little bit of that sliding shoulder blade through middle finger idea on your top arm, the left arm in this case. You can also find that in your bottom arm. We're rounding the upper back. This is more like an eagle stretch idea. So the right shoulder blade can be reaching away from your spine into the middle finger. So there's a little more of a rounded cat-like quality to the upper spine here. Stretching out the rhomboids. That's the area, that's the muscles that pull your shoulder blades together. Wag your hips side to side in either pose and see if you keep your hips a little more to the right, you deepen the stretch on your shoulder. Oh my gosh, I just got 4. I haven't had that in a long time. 5, 6 little back releases there. Good, slowly come out. I'm just turning around so it's clear visually. So a little softer on the knees is probably left arm across, resting head on a block in child's pose. Little more space coming from tabletop, reaching your left arm across, dropping your head to a block or to the floor if it's easy. You can deepen the work by reaching your top arm, your right arm forward rather than using it close as a sort of support mechanism. And then refining, thinking shoulder blades moving into hands. You might start with the top shoulder blade. This is just an idea. This is not something that is like, I mean, you can see it when it happens in the body because there's a lengthening that happens. It's just you have to talk to your own body and say, well, what would happen if I could let my shoulder blades be less sticky and less towards my spine and more towards my fingers in this particular instance? And you might add a little wave of your hips back and forth. In general, the hips more to the left on this side probably is going to deepen the stretch. Great. Coming either into a child's pose or sitting up on your heels if that's preferable. And the third option, which is a deep option, would be knees together, feet wide, sitting between your heels. Child's pose, sitting on your heels, or virasana. In child's pose, bend your elbows so you can soften your upper back, or reach them behind you. Nice, Julie. Sitting on your heels or between your heels, rest your palms on your lap. In all the poses, take a breath in through your nose. Pause. Soft exhale like you're blowing out a candle through your mouth. 2 more of those. Those of you seated, inhale, reach your arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. We meet back in tabletop just for a quick transition. Those of you who did the seated work, you may need to lift up your feet and roll your ankles out a few times each direction. And then you'll tuck your toes, you'll lift your hips coming into downward facing dog. Now in down dog, what did we learn? Shoulder